Coming up next, we are going to turn to Carol Evans. Carol is going to, she's an elected precinct committee person, and there she is flexing her muscles at the Udall Park Farmers Market, where every Friday morning there is a place to sign and turn in your abortion access petitions. Now, this campaign has to collect nearly 400,000 signatures from Arizona voters, and they've only got till July 3rd. It may sound like a lot of time, but 400,000 is a lot. In January, the effort collected 250,000 signatures. And Carol, bring us up to date. Where does it stand, and what kind of support do you need right now?
Sure, thanks, Larry. So we need actually those 400,000 certified, verified signatures. So as I think all of you know, we need a whole lot more than that. We're doing well. That was a milestone, that 250,000 signatures announced in early February. The next milestone is 400,000, and that will be announced by the campaign when we reach that, and when they feel that we should announce that. So we all look forward to that. It's been great. I mean, we've got some amazing volunteers doing this work. But honestly, I'm here tonight to tell you that we need to do so much more. We really do. Everybody here, we've got several dozen LD18 volunteers who are doing great stuff. They're doing what they can. We need a lot more. So for those of you who are willing to start, maybe you never have before, those of you who are seasoned and are willing to get a little more out of your comfort zone, whatever that means to you, that's really what we need to do now. So I want to tell you all the different options that we have. There's something for everybody, something for everybody. The first thing to do is to take the circulator training if you haven't already. We'll put up links for you, and I'll also tell you exactly where you can find all this information in a little bit. So the circulator training is offered at Arizona List every Tuesday on Zoom at 7 p.m. There's lots of other options. If that's inconvenient for you, just contact me and I'll let you know the other options for doing that. So that's the very first thing. We've got tabling going. We've got regularly scheduled tabling at Udall, a couple of days a week now. Bear Canyon Library. We're looking for more volunteers for tabling. Many people feel that is the easiest thing. You work with a buddy. You sit or you stand behind a table. We've got a wonderful sandwich sign, a giant sandwich sign that you can borrow. Just contact me. We're looking for volunteers at the DMV at Shannon Road. We're looking for more Udall volunteers. The zoo turns out to be a really great place. I've got a volunteer telling me that that's a great place and we can have a table there. So if you're interested in that, contact me. The other thing is that I think all the PCs here did get one blank petition in the mail from the Arizona Democratic Party. I think that we have like close to 200 PCs in LD18. Is that right, Larry? How many PCs do we have?
Yes, that's accurate. Yes, we have 200 PCs.
All right, so all of you got one, and what everybody could do is get a walking list. You can get it from Lori Cinnamon, and she has other people. It's not just her, yeah, but if you contact her, she'll get you a walking list for however many people, 15, 30, whatever you can do, and fill that out and get it in. And again, all of that information I can give you. You know, we've got 7 LD18 notaries now available. Everything I'm doing, I'm kind of like the switchboard, and I just want to make it more convenient and more comfortable for volunteers to get out and get signatures on this petition. So the other thing is there's lots of events that people can go to as with buddies. I can set you up with a buddy. Or some folks like to do it by themselves. That's great if you're brave enough to do that. There's also a PCDP WhatsApp group, and we can hook you up with that. It's a little overwhelming, but it does have tons of information to sift through. So one thing I want to let you know is that on the landing page for the LD18 website, on the right of that landing page, or maybe if you're looking on a phone, I guess it might be at the bottom, it's where it says latest news. And the very first thing is LD18, Arizona Abortion Access Initiative Petition Drive Update. And Lori Cinnamond, again, she updates that once a month. If you go there, there's just tons of information and contact information as well. So I think that's kind of what my message is, and maybe there's questions or comments, and maybe there's time for that.
Carol, one thing I did was I got a walk list of all the Democrats in my own neighborhood. And I took out a petition and went out one afternoon and got an entire petition filled up in about an hour. It's really an easy way, talk to your neighbors, and the list will identify who the likely signers are.
That's right. That's right. We can make we'll make a list for you of just Democrats or Democrats and Democrat leaning independents. It's a pretty friendly thing to do. I just saw a question about t-shirts. I have lots of t-shirts. There's lots of t-shirts in other convenient locations as well. So again, on the switchboard, if you want anything, I'll try to make it as convenient as possible for you to get it. But I do have a lot of t-shirts. We just got in a batch of smalls apparently, which we had run out of.
There's a question about how do you know where tabling needs help?
Well, so I know if I look around or if somebody tells me. So I encourage everybody to tell me where they think a tabling opportunity might be. We have to be on public space. And of course, there's a lot of other legislative district volunteers out there. We're all pretty careful to not step on each other's toes as much as possible. But we have some table opportunities already, and we just need the volunteers for those. But if you want to do tabling and you tell me where you live, or if you want to be more convenient, within 15-minute drive, all of that stuff, we can figure something out for you. There's enough heads in this to figure things out.
We have a message that there's tabling at Himmel Park Library every Sunday from 4 to 6.
Yes, there is. And again, if you go onto that latest news, we actually have a Mobilize site, which I update every week. We have drop-in sites. So for example, at Udall every Friday morning, where the farmer's market is, we are now there from 9 to 1. We used to be there just from 9 to 11, but now we've got a couple more volunteers doing it. We're there from 11 to 1 as well. So we're there from 9 to 1. We're at Bear Canyon Library every Tuesday afternoon. And we're experimenting, what I call them pop-ups when we're experimenting. And then I call them drop-in sites if it works for a couple of weeks, if it seems like there's enough traffic. So we're experimenting with Udall Recreation Center, the very front door there, Tuesday mornings. So Tuesday morning from 9:30 to noon, we'll be there at a table. And again, I'm looking at the zoo. I'm looking at a couple other places. I just need a few folks to express interest in that.
And if somebody did not get a petition in the mail?
Oh, we've got tons of petitions. Take the training, or if you've already got the training, I have petitions. Lori has petitions. Boy, a lot of people have petitions. Ricky Sage has petitions. All of these drop-in sites are meant to be kind of one-stop shops. So we try to have a notary available, additional petitions, signs. Sometimes we have extra clipboards, various supplies.
Can you tell us how to reach you again, Carol?
Sure. My email address, I think, was just put in the chat. It's carolevans831@gmail.com. So that's carolevans831@gmail.com. And then again, if you go on to that latest news, the LD18 petition drive update, my contact information is all over there. The Mobilize is there. We also have business cards. We've got 1,000 of them. They have LD18 information on the back and our drop-in sites and pop-up sites on the front with QR codes. And I give those out liberally. So if anybody wants them, contact me and I can meet you anywhere.
There's a question, and I didn't plant it. How about Northwest Tucson?
Yeah, how about it? So we've got a couple of hubs there. So Marlene Bluestein is one, and Kim Fitch, I believe, is also one. Kim is a notary as well, and she's volunteered to be available to notarize petitions. So those folks have extra petitions. Kim can notarize for you. There's an opportunity at the Shannon DMV for tabling. Monica has, it was tough. It took her a while, but she's now got approval, I think, for us to be there 5 days a week, which is pretty awesome. So again, we need you guys to say, yeah, I'm going to do it. Just if you can only do one shift a week for something, let me know. We'll set you up with something.
Well, Carol, I want to thank you so much for all your hard work and for all the hard work that you and Lori and all of the other volunteers are doing to collect these signatures to make abortion a constitutional right in Arizona. And this is the defining issue for Democrats in 2024. It's how we're going to win all the elections. And I heartily encourage you, if you haven't done it yet, go to a tabling event or get the training and grab a petition and go out yourself. It's real easy. Call your neighbors. I did it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah. Can we, Larry, do we have 1 minute to let Gail Camaras talk?
Oh, yes. Go ahead, Gail.
Thank you.
Really want to encourage people to get out of their comfort zone and get out there and do this, because we have got to get this on the ballot. And I will tell you that knocking Democratic doors is a joy. There are people out there who have not seen these petitions. They don't know anything about them. And when you knock on their door, they are so happy to see you, and they bring their cousins and their aunts and whoever else is in the house to sign. So just go out there and knock on Democratic doors, and you will be so thrilled with the reception you get. Don't be shy.
And somebody had a question about, are there tables? I have a small table. It's 3 by 4. It's smaller than most, but on the other hand, it's lighter than most. And I'm very happy to lend that out. And again, we have the wonderful sandwich board that I lend out.
Well, thank you very much, Carol. Keep up the great work. We've got your back. You're going to see a lot more volunteers out there. I just know it.
Thank you. Thanks, Larry.